Oh, so sorry. I was just wondering if there's a prize in here. How's it going? My name is Andrew. This is the Power Hour of Friday. It's the time to be alive. I took a little 15 minutes extra because I was talking to Antioch. This was the person that wrote the Too Ape Did Not Read. Very, very cool DD about the whole shebang situation here of how short interest works and how in the future, hopefully he'll come on this weekend and talk about his background and other DD that he's hoping to dumb it down to ape level. But if we have not been yet acquainted yet, we are looking at GameStop here. I'm a data scientist here in Silicon Valley. It doesn't mean much, just means that I have a smooth old brain and I'm here to get some tendies along with the rest of you. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. Let's see who's in the chat right now. We got Real Mr. Miggs, we got AJ, Ban Liu, we got Keaton Riha, we got Krimmer. Let's see. Just as a reminder, we have the WeBull link, of course, down below if you guys have not yet downloaded WeBull. Of course, we have the BlockFi link as well. And then finally, Mo Monkey has actually turned Meatball into an NFT, so go check that out in the description and support your fellow Mo Monkeys. An NFT? We have plenty of conversations about NFTs coming up soon. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about the NFTs and more with a celebrity of sorts. She was on the cabinet of a U.S. executive branch. She's a member of a prestigious number of politicians and policymakers, and hopefully she'll give us a little bit of context of what she would do if she was running the SEC and how the SEC is shaping up to start to throw these essentially modern day gangsters, the Citadels and the hedge funds of the world in jail. We talked about how the SEC closed door conversation yesterday had a couple of legal documents pulled that specifically mentioned criminal activities. So this is no longer a slap on the wrist fine. This is, hey, someone's going to get pinched. Someone's going to get sent to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Tyler Hilliard says, send me something to read via Insta. Let me go check it out. And then Andrew Mo Money sent me a super chat, GME. How did I send myself a super chat? Well, I guess I never explicitly told you guys not to impersonate me. I guess I'll just say it now. Try not to impersonate me. But that said, let's get going here. I am flattered. Tyler Hilliard 3. Okay. Can I see what the Tyler Hilliard is cooking? We are going to do a technical analysis for the rest of the day, just like we did yesterday, and have a prediction for what will happen on Monday. But now we're just focusing on the last 40 minutes of Power Hour. Of course, every day I start the day off with a little bit of a Power Hour action right there. We have our 20s in our prop cash ready to go. Hilliard Tyler, there's your message here. Let me accept it. Ooh. What is this? This looks like 4chan. This is actually too blurry for me to read. So Tyler, if you can send it in a different, larger format, perhaps. Maybe it's just my browser. Let me see. This is too blurry to read. Straight up, I can't see this. I see today as a uniquely valuable opportunity. Wednesday short sellers borrowed every single share. I can kind of read it, but it's very blurry. So if you wouldn't mind sending it again. Let's take a look at that options chain here. Banana says Kevin Nguyen. Oh, we have Deck X1. Look at Viacom, 50% tumble, now recovering. Worth getting in there before it heads back up. Let's take a look at Viacom. Let's take a look at Viacom down and our guest spot here. Viacom, that's coming up next. Down 28%. Oh, that's a big old spiral. So it was all the way down at a low of $39 today. Let's watch it climb back up. GameStop currently, if you guys are listening in at work, drop some scissors in the chat. If you guys had your day off today, drop some scissors in the chat. And then finally, if you're willing and ready to quit your job once this thing squeezes, hey, drop some scissors in the chat. We had GameStop just having a big rip early on today. I even drew the channel that would be the most bullish prediction here as we have GME just shooting off into space, hit a new high of 220 for the day. 218.86 was the official high, and then we saw a corrective wave here. One of the first things that you'll notice is that there's some consolidation first, an attempt to start an impulse wave that actually transformed into another second corrective wave, and now we are noticing that this spike here, an ascending level of resistance, was a good sign, and yet it decided to trade sideways after all. So what will happen in the last few minutes of after hours will entirely be dependent on you guys. That's exactly why we come here and spread the news, because you buying and holding, or perhaps selling, those are the three options. So buying, holding, or selling is going to change the overall landscape of GME and AMC. So let's see, a lot of scissors in the chat. Whoa boy. We have George Sailing saying there are accounts impersonating streamers all day. Trey, Bruce, Kevin, what I've seen so far. Ignore the WhatsApp numbers they are posting. Very, very true. Where is my hidden chat right here? Is it this one? There it is. If you guys ever see a chat from Andrew Mo Maker, they are already blocked, but they just keep changing my name and using my profile picture. That's a no-no. Okay. Robinhood turned off the Viacom sell button. I guess you guys are in here without a ripcord. But who knows what a sell button is after all. Vegas Chef Andrew is at work right now. Tell us what delicious little goodies you're cooking up, Sir Chef. So Robinhood turned off the Viacom sell button. Someone else confirm. Yeah, someone else confirm. Ooh, if you have a keyboard, drop some scissors in the chat. Very nice. So I saw a Kevin Nguyen once, says Brian Swift. Very nice. Tyler Hilliard says, resent. I thought you just sent me a resent. Tyler sending me resent. But no, this is a higher quality post here. Let's see what we're trying to say. I don't know who wrote this because there's not a lot of context, but this is from Tyler. Dave C, let me read yours first. I think my assumption about the SEC regulator was wrong. End of the quarter does not fall on a Friday, it's next Wednesday. Keeping hope alive. And we know that by the 31st, there are, even in the mainstream media, 500 short squeezes potentially viable. We covered that in the beginning of the day because of COVID liquidity opportunities for these hedge funds to continue staying solvent is going to go away. The pandemic is easing up, so the Fed Reserve is taking away their infinite stock glitch that they were taking advantage of before. Let's see how that shapes up for next Wednesday. Ooh, Micah Yang, very cool. Micah Yang is, thanks for being my financial advisor. I will cash out my 401k for AMC stock now. Micah, do not listen to anything I say as financial advice. Or you can even stop there. Do not listen to anything I say. But most importantly, we're just here to have fun and teach you guys the financial education, not advice. Very important to note. And also, we're just one subscriber away from 72,900 and just 101 subscribers away from 73,000. Boom. There we go. Okay. So, Wednesday, short sellers borrowed every single share that could be borrowed to short GME. Availability was 0. They traded these shares back and forth at low prices to simulate high volume of longs until they drove the price down. If you guys are curious about what we're reading here, I'm not sure either, but it is from Tyler Hilliard. So it's I will give you interjections when I think that something is off the rails here. Until they drove the price down, they timed it to coincide with the earnings report so people would think it was organic and natural, then it was deception the whole time. Yesterday they gave back 250,000 of those shares and the price immediately shot up to 185. Basically they wanted to fool retail and even some institutional holders into selling so they could buy up the shares and try to cover, but they were too obvious. Now everyone will know the price depressions that coincide with low borrow availability is pure deception. The last local price extremum for GME was about 250. I'm guessing that all puts are at prices lower than 250 for that reason. Today, those puts need to cover. Foreign exchanges drove the price up above $200 last night, and if retail institutions can keep the price above 250 until closing bell today, all the shorts are trapped and will bleed out literally billions of unrecoverable dollars that could bankrupt Melvin. Unlikely, and that's just cover the options chain here. So at 250, we have $2 million of calls. Oh, this battleground has changed once again. We saw that originally we had $3 million worth of calls and only $1 million worth of puts. Now there's a brand new put wall that is now outnumbering the calls. We have $5 million worth of puts, and we haven't been close to 250 for a hot second. Now the point of this matter is that this gamma ramp up here exists. This gamma ramp exists going up for AMC and GME. For GME most importantly, but this battleground here at 200 is currently the big play. So if GameStop can make a hot reversal real quick, and it seems like it has already started a bounce off of 171. Let's see if this resistance actually presses GameStop down, or if it actually starts up the moon. Micah Yang is back again with his shenanigans. Oh, Andrew Few Money gave me a super. Thank you so much. And then Micah Yang is back with his shenanigans and said, buying stock with my dad's Visa to the moon. Do not buy on margin. Definitely don't buy options on margin. Paburo says, hey Andrew, the money actually settled and I officially entered the market. Got myself a pair of rocket seatbelts to hold on to. Thank you, sir. Paburo, you did that all by yourself. Most importantly, we're not giving you financial advice here. However, we are trying to tell you to diversify your portfolio, right? Make sure that you have diversified not only your access to the market by taking a WeBull account, even if you don't plan on using that as your main portfolio moneymaker, so that if your Robinhood or your Fidelity or your TD Ameritrade ends up having a network error or actual conflict of interest and making you not able to buy or sell, that you have the ability to access the market in different ways here. Okay. So I'm gonna read through a little bit more. Someone's Alchui says GME is skyrocking. I wouldn't say this is skyrocking. So once more, when the dust starts to settle, I will be able to do a little bit clearer TA, and you guys don't want to miss out for that. Oh man. Hayden says, start a channel called Andrew No Money where we talk about how to short stocks and get spanked by apes. Remember that in 2008, the short sellers were the apes, right? The short sellers were the small people and everyone else pumping the overall economy. Those were the hedge funds originally. Gio Franco, GME gets to $1,000. I'm getting my first tattoo, a diamond on my left palm. Ooh, on the palm? That's gonna smart, but very, very cool. On brand. Ooh boy. Micah says, guys, chill. My dad is gonna be rich. I'm sure he'd be cool with it. Micah, do not play with other people's money. Ichiba Senpai Trade says, Daddy, never buy options on Robinhood. They close you an hour before market close. This happened on Quadruple Witching Day, if you guys remember that. That was pretty crazy. Andrew, please press moon button for ignition. I got you, fam. Pressing the moon button now. Let's see. And yeah, WeBull has a promo to transfer account. Just been afraid to miss the squeeze. I don't think that, well, first of all, look at the gamma squeeze here. The potential of the gamma squeeze has now soured with this huge put wall here at $200, right? It has struggled to pass $200 earlier today. That's when in the beginning of the market it passed 218, and then there was absolutely no puts in the way of trying to push the price back down. So therefore, short attacks, right? They attacked the stock once more, and now we are basically entirely up to date with all of their shenanigans. If you guys still haven't seen those two videos about their shenanigans, those are pretty good reads to experience yourself with. Ooh. Angie Todd says, the only way my butt is going to wind up on the internet is when we moon and I moon the hedgies. Okay, gotcha. Wow. Okay, so let me check this out once more. So we had that official Ask Me Anything from Dennis Kelleher. Let's see in a second if that actually had any promising questions get answered. So Can I get a head count of people waiting to quit their jobs? That was cool. CNBC, I know it's a busy day, but in case you missed it, GME is up 50% today. Just figured you might want to cover it. Oh, seriously. If you, we just posted a video as well about sentiment. Oh, Jose G, what's going on here? I bought GME on margin. So do I own synthetic shares or real shares? If so, will Robinhood have the ability to sell my shares before they reach the moon? Here is Robinhood's official stance on that. You always own your shares, even if it's on margin. You just have a debt to pay Robinhood for them spotting you for the share, right? It's kind of like you going out to the movie theater and buying a bucket of popcorn, but you didn't have 10 bucks or however much popcorn goes for these days. So you had your friends spot you $10. You own the popcorn. So they say, because we originally uncovered that there was an DD that said that they engage in contract for differencing. That concept is just you don't own the popcorn, they just pretend like you do, and then they'll, I don't know, put kernels in your stomach whenever you're ready to cash out. But the problem is they officially went on record to say that they don't do contract for differencing. So for at the moment, Robinhood's stance is that you do own them, but always take it with a grain of salt. Music Hunter says, I sold AMC stock when my money was at 2,500 because I was seeing some dips and then I bought 1,200 AMC stock call when I saw it going back up. Music Hunter, you are the whale now. Ronnie Noun, bless you, fam. Right here. Chris Rakas, Andrew, it's Friday afternoon. Life is good. Have a shot of Glenfiddich 14 on me when you feel the urge. Greetings from Long Island, New York, to all the apes. When the market closes, Chris Rakas, you and me, let's go. Oh man, so the problem with the difference between, and the question you asked about synthetic shares, right? So the difference between synthetic shares and the actual shares is only the obligation for which the hedgee that created the synthetic share or whatever institution now needs to cover them. Because originally a short that you buy, you could have bought a share that belongs to someone else. For example, you borrow the share from Meatball, give it to me. That share technically is mine, but it also belongs to Meatball. So which one of us owns a synthetic share? Neither of us, because that share is accounted for. It just belongs to both of us right now. That's a normal short, a covered short. A synthetic short, or a counterfeit short more accurately, is a share that doesn't belong to anybody, and then you give it to someone else. And then that person thinks that they own a share, and they do. The only difference is that you now need to find that share if you're the one that sold that share. So the institutions are the one that has to cover. All shorts must cover, synthetic or otherwise. Vala Margulis. Ooh, man. And what's margin versus cash? So cash is just regular purchasing a share because you have the money for it. And margin is a credit card, right? It's buying it on credit. That's the main difference there. A couple more nuances, but that's the main difference here. Accurate headline for once. What is this? Business Insider? Wall Street darling Ryan Cohen is clearing house at GameStop, bringing in e-commerce experts to transform it into the Amazon of gaming. Cool. Mark Cuban roast CNBC live. We saw that earlier. It's pretty fun. For all the GME fanboys who call me a boomer with white hair who don't know about games, maybe next time you'll listen to me when GME is headed back to 40. Okay, boomer. Oh no. Oh, here's Warden Elite. Live charting for 326, the great reversal. Someone CNBC is about to get fired. GameStop shakes off earnings slump, soars 50% to snap recent slide. Okay, so there you go. CNBC is on it now. 140% short. Crush these investors into the dirt. Don't forget 28/1/2021. That was the date, the first dip, the short attack that stopped the gamma squeeze. Oh boy. Andrew Foot Money. There we go. Angela Marie says, what do you think is going to happen Monday with GME? I'm going to engage in a whole technical analysis once the markets close, about 25 minutes. One of the first things I will say is that this is gearing up to be a bit of a slide recovery here, because what we notice about this stonk is that it tries to reach the VWAP. It crashes through the VWAP earlier on today, right? Pushes through and then crashes down. The VWAP is the orange line here. One of the next things is that when it tries to reach it again, it's rejected by the exponential moving average, not the VWAP itself. and now it has been staying underneath the exponential moving average, even gets rejected again at that exponential moving average later on. So that's going to be something interesting of whether or not it stays below the EMA this entire hour, this entire power hour here. Ooh, Riker Mitchell says all shorts must cover unless company goes bankrupt. No, even if the company goes bankrupt, the clearinghouse now has to cover, right? And if they don't have money, the DTCC's $1 trillion insurance policy is going to cover. And then if they still don't have enough money, the American government, just like always, bails out the hedge funds. And then this time, at the very least, they're helping these apes make the tendies that they so rightfully deserve. How long is this?
But Charles was looking at this phenomenon.
Man, this man's voice sounds like a pile of gravel. But let's take a 2-minute second to look at this 140% short on Fox News.
Some weeks back. Now, you know, Charles Payne, if you look at the catalyst initially for attention going to GameStop, it was, you know, a guy who was going to take it to the internet level, joining the board, finding a way to be more than just a brick and mortar concern, looked promising, enough for Bank of America to say, all right, this is an issue that's worth maybe $10, $15 more a share. Nothing like this. So what happened?
Right. Well, Neil, first of all, I got to say, I recommended many of these stocks on January 11th or before. I've got the report in my hand that I sent out to my subscribers, and here's the list. The shorts, first of all of this nonsense, all of this noise, all of this whining by Wall Street, it's making me sick. 140% of GameStop was short. I didn't hear one person on TV complaining about Wall Street trying to crush GameStop. 140% short. I told my subscribers, buy this stock, and they made a fortune. I also told them to buy Virgin Space. Virgin, we took profits on that today. Fizz, that's up huge. Tangers is up huge. Neil, you can't allow Wall Street to short 75% of a stock, and nobody says anything. Crush these companies into the dirt, and then when the individual investor makes money, everyone's up in arms. Oh, they're going to lose their shirt. Don't you think people are trading? If it traded 80 billion shares a day, people are ringing the register. I have a kid who bought a house. He made $50,000 and bought a house. So yeah, some people are going to lose and some are going to win. But if they want to change the rules of the game now because the general public is making money after decades of the shorts crushing thousands of stocks into the dirt. I watched stocks being crushed completely to zero, and no one ever whispered anything because those stocks didn't have Wall Street sponsorship. They were small names. Maybe they went public through a reverse takeover. Whatever it was, the shorts have had their way with the market for decades. No one's ever complained about it. So I am thrilled. If you were going to try to destroy a company by shorting 140% of its stock, you have to accept the fact that individual investors are playing the same game that you're playing, and now you're losing.
Wow. When was this? Oh, this is in January. Okay, so this is right before. This is right after the Gamma Squeeze here. As YouTube clearly shows, there's 3 things I like. It's Ralph Castaneda, John Oliver, Uncle Bruce, and Tyler Wilson investing. So once again, holy moly. Yeah, agree. Well, this was... He told everyone to buy. Now they're going to lose their shirts. But the most important thing is that 140% short was the beginning of January's Gamma Squeeze, right? The Fender report has only been sliding since then. However, we are still in short squeeze territory. Preach. Let's go. Head explodes. Oh, man. Cody Bayer, my EMA is a 200-day EMA. Holy moly. Bravo. That was fun to watch. Okay. Look, they're really calling themselves Grillionaires now. I've been calling the fan base at the top tier Grillionaires for like weeks, and now they're all Grillionaires. Okay. Hedgies, Grillionaires living paycheck to paycheck. You guys will get slammed with taxes. Yes. You guys really think paying taxes is going to be the biggest problem? Any plans for the weekend? Young man rent a yacht and sinks it with excess of women? Or it can be anybody. It can be anybody. Depends on who they I'm not here to judge. Okay, so what we're here to do is to look at this options chain to see if it's changing. And then in the last 20 minutes, we're going to be able to tell you exactly how many of these contracts are going to be in the money. So right now we have GameStop trading at 177, continues to be contested at this 179 level of resistance. It's essentially saying this stock wants to shoot through the roof. However, there are forces stopping it. Are there puts stopping it on the way? Let's check it out. At 180, there is now a one-to-one put wall to call ramp here, right? $2 million of puts and $2 million of calls. That is currently where GameStop is hovering, right between 175, which has less than $1 million worth of puts, a 3-to-1 ratio of calls to puts, and a 1-to-1 ratio at 180. Now that said, this is the puts game until we get to 190, in which case we're going to slide right here into the main battlegrounds at $200. So right now we are trying to see if this ramp is enough to bring us all the way through and delta hedge on the way to the top. If you guys aren't completely caught up with delta hedging as a concept for the gamma squeeze, the point of seeing these contracts in real life is like basically having everybody's, it's kind of like payment for order flow, but the opposite, right? You are paying for what people are willing to pay for this stock, right? Some people really think this stock is worth $800. So that's why we see $700,000 worth of calls just today based on an $800 strike price. People think that it's going to get up to $800. So that's a thing here. One of the more important pieces is that if the For example, if you buy a contract here, they're likely not going to delta hedge until it gets a little bit closer. However, if you buy a contract at 250, they now have to buy, based on the calculation that we did earlier in a previous video, we went step by step for the gamma squeeze and how delta hedging works. They need to buy a certain number of the shares, but not all of them, right? They don't. If they get in on, if you want one contract that's 100 shares, then they buy all 100 shares immediately. That's a covered call, but that covered call doesn't make the hedge funds very much money, especially if they don't think that they're going to get there. So as we creep closer and closer to these numbers, especially here, the delta hedge is going to be bigger and bigger here because they need to be able to hold on to the shares so that they don't lose money when you buy them at a $200 strike. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow, I could become a millionaire, but then I have to pay taxes? Well, dang, I guess I'll just live in poverty then. Oh, man. Buying the dip. I like how YouTube doesn't censor hookers, but it did censor the P word, so I guess I can't say that one, but I can say hookers. How can this dude get unshadow banned? I shouldn't have to search for his stuff. That's because I keep saying words like these words that YouTube does not like. Oh man, but that's okay. We have 4,000 of you in here, and 400 likes. That's a 10-to-1 ratio. You guys know how much I love ratios, but let's try to get a 1-to-1 ratio here. We want 4,000 people watching. We want 4,000 likes, and you can fit a lot of subscribers in that sub count right there. So boom, boom. Try to get up to 73,000 today. Would appreciate it. I see Scotch. I hit like. Cody Welch. You are not wrong. Boom. What is taxes or taxis? Did I see Ralph Castaneda covered yesterday about some million something wall on both AMC and GME? Is he talking about this put wall here? Because this didn't exist yesterday. Now what happened yesterday? So we were looking at, actually I think it's most informative to look at the 24th. Oh, actually, yeah. So there was a $120 put wall here on the 25th. So there was $4 million worth of puts here, and they were hoping to slide it even further down below 100. So they were hoping to slide it down to 90. That's $5 million worth of puts at $90. The only way that these will be in the money is if you get the price even lower. So you have the option, but not the obligation to sell at 90, even though the price is even lower than that. So it's the opposite of a call, if you guys have been focusing up on calls mostly. Hey, Tristan Bruce, thank you so much for joining as a Mo Monkey. I really do appreciate hitting that join button next to the subscribe button down below. You did it. Oh boy, so 15 minutes left on the clock. We are looking at GameStop just having a pretty sour hour, not much of a power hour today. AMC has had over 80 million. That is less than half of its average. So no volume on AMC's side. Over on GME though, it's a different story. We are 36 million in the day. I think it's slightly less than yesterday because yesterday was a huge volume day. I think roughly 50 million yesterday. Today, slightly less at 36, but that is still much closer to the average volume at 44 million a day. Likes just doubled. Likes to the moon, says Mudscuffer. Yeah, likes are squeezing right now. That like button, get in while it's hot. Ooh. What do you think about the new price prediction of AMC that can be since that dark pool of 2 billion shares? Remember, it's not 2 billion shares, it's 2 billion volume. And the difference between that is that you can have 1 billion shares sold and 1 billion shares bought. That's 2 billion shares of volume, right? Or you can have one share being sent back and forth 2 billion times. That's still 2 billion volume. So that's an important thing to note. What do I think the new price prediction for AMC is? That really just gave us a good understanding of the kind of tactics that they're using for OTC. So that doesn't tell us enough about the metrics that we have been caring about for AMC price prediction. However, I am going to do a full technical analysis right after market closes, and that will tide you over for the rest of the day and the weekend. Andrew, new news on WeBull AMC being insider traded. Oh boy. Where is that? Okay, here. Insider trading. Ooh, I love to see it. Okay, insider trading in AMC Entertainment Holdings. It says continues. I guess it's been happening for a while now. Oops. Insider trading in AMC. Can I copy? Thank you. Significant insider trading, insider selling reported. Oh, is this the thing I'm talking about here? Ooh, this looks a lot like Yahoo Finance. One of them is stealing the UI from the other one. Hey, Christian Sorensen, thank you so much for joining as a Special Infantry Operations member of the Mo Monkey Army. I appreciate that. Okay, so let us look at AMC here. I guess I can only show it here, so let me move my head. Move my head here. Okay. 3 p.m. Eastern today, a substantial insider sale of the shares of AMC Entertainment Holdings was indicated in a Form 4 document filed with the SEC today, showing Stephen A. Colanero, officer, sold 100,000 shares of the company, having a market value of approximately $1 million. There have been 3 insiders with buy-sell transactions in the past 90 days prior to this firing. All of these trades have been sales resulting in the sale of 2.3 million company shares. Adding the most recent activity to this 90-day history indicates insider trades have seen net sales of 2.4 million shares and have averaged 600,000 shares per transaction over this time period. Now, just to be clear, insider trading is just when you have a little bit more information than your average bear. For example, if you work for a hedge fund and you are managing portfolios of thousands of people, and you have the ability to understand the price points of like thousands of different people, suddenly you cannot trade on any of these securities. Basically, you can't trade at all because you have too much information that as an individual you could leverage to be able to get money, right? And that's a big issue here, is that a officer here has sold 100,000 shares of the company. That's $1 million, right? This is insider trading because he knows what's happening inside of AMC. So it's not necessarily bearish by any means. It's just that this person was trading with that classification of knowing too much knowledge. So here we go. In relation to the peer group over the past 90 days, insider buy-sell trading at AMC Entertainment Holdings is above the 6-company peer group average. Okay, that's it. I think that's, let's go back to the charts. That's all you need to see here. Samuel Boucher says, is this the calm before the storm? Andrew Money, are we about to peak as apes? Not the gamma squeeze. If we're planning for the gamma squeeze to happen soon, not likely. However, this is just a piece of the whole pie that we haven't had even, we haven't had a full serving of that pie yet. 80 subs away from 73K. As a reminder, guys, if we hit 87,000 subs, James Rudy is buying almost $10,000 here in AMC. In GME, sorry. Yeah. I think I missed a super. Pattern Integrity Films says, new film incoming will premiere in 10 minutes on our channel. Check Andrew's cameo. I'm going to be cameoing on your channel. Very cool. What's my position in both AMC and GME? I've shown this basically every day this week. So if you want to check it out, check out the previous live stream. Ooh, okay. Warden Elite. Is this it? No. Looking. Oh, here it is. Live charting with Warden Elite. So I think its edits are in reverse order. 346. To clarify, though, a chance of a gamma squeeze is still incredibly low. It will take several weeks for IV to be low enough for a gamma squeeze. I agree. This is something that we've talked about before already. I think I get it. Sold on the bid when stock 213, bearish. Okay. Calls got sold today too, which would explain the high cost volume near the 200 strike. Seems like options players were playing the IV before the IV crush. This does up the possibility for a gamma squeeze next week. Okay. As a reminder, guys, the calm before the storm, this might just be the calm. Might just be a normal calm, because as of right now, there doesn't seem to be enough of a ramp to be able to bring us up to Valhalla. However, if GameStop could just close above 180, that would be real nice. All right. Yeah, if you could just close above 180, that would be very cool. Thank you. Major IV crush today. Volume was still relatively low, waiting for the bigger move here. Look, this is the same chart that we have here for the options call. Daniel Rodriguez, thank you so much for becoming a Mo Monkey, a special operations member of the Moon Platoon. And now you get to reap all the benefits of having your name be green, and a couple of other benefits too. Very cool. Let's see. Hedgies really do like their short attacks. Wow, so this is just like a play-by-play here. Come on, do something. Fair enough. Okay, the call of the inventory is placed, so it looks like he was expecting at 11:30 for it to try and reach 220. This seemed like too bullish of a play for the rest of the day. Someone has planted the seeds of a gamma ramp here. Look. And battle for 210 is the main focus right now. Okay. I don't think there's not a ton of stuff that we have not talked about yet. Oh, he has mentioned the $800 calls here. Far out of the money calls is a really easy way to lose a ton of money in the market, so be careful. Even as a stock as volatile as this. Oh yeah, he was way too bullish. This was the same channel that I drew over here. So too much of a bullish call trying to get up to 250. I didn't think that was going to be possible today. Okay, seems like we're pretty much on the same page. Just 5 minutes left. Let me go through and answer anybody else's question here. Knox says, new catalyst, too late to jump in? Which catalyst? RKT. Oh, okay. RKT, I've mentioned before as a major distraction to GameStop. Wow, yeah, it just won't quit. It's like the mini GameStop. It paid dividends on the 9th or the 11th or something. It was 2 weeks ago. So RKT is out of the normal like metaverse of the meme stock universe. So as of right now, I would say bully for RKT, but I'm not really into that space. Dobbs says, I need to talk to you privately, man. I got this figured out. That's how you talk to. That's how you get to talk to me. You just put a bunch of blah 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 blah. Matt Siebert says, I understand the importance of call options, but wouldn't it be more beneficial for apes to focus on buying up the shares instead of some of us buying calls and ending up, some of them ending out of the money? Yeah, that's options calls are betting, but it gives us more information than if you, in your brain as an ape, want to buy a stock. That's not clear. It's not on a roadmap anywhere, right? Just planning on buying a stock doesn't do anything. This is where actually buying the stock and having the few milliseconds in between your execution and the settlement is where high frequency trading makes billions of dollars a year, right? So if we had that technology, we could. But unfortunately, that's not one of the indicators we have. We don't know how people are going to buy. If they do buy, it shows right here, by volume. Oh, do you blow dry your hair first before applying product? Yes. Always gotta make sure your hair is dry. Wonton A Bay, if you can guess down to the penny what GME will close at, I will donate $10 to your channel. Okay, but you didn't say when I get to predict. So if it's down to the penny, I'm gonna predict in 3.5 minutes, and then I will predict. Jesse B. Truckin says 77777 subs, and he's gonna buy 1,600 of GME. Now that's a pledge I like to see. Supporting your fellow apes right here. Thank you so much. Okay, put that there. I've talked about the option volume website before. It's called Option Sonar. Let's go ahead and check that out. Brad O'Connor says, Micah Yang and I quit our jobs as insurance agents to join you apes back in February. Much love, y'all. You know Micah Yang? You two are friends? Brad O'Connor and Michael Yang? It's Daniel Card says, if you get 73K subs, I'll continue watching. Now that's a good deal. Just 70 more, and Daniel Cards is going to continue watching. Nathan Adams says, if you guess the penny now, I'll donate $1,000. Okay, so let me see right here. If I guess to the penny, I would imagine that GameStop is likely going to get stopped here at 180. What did I put that resistance at? 180.14. I guess down to the penny, my perfect guess would be a flat 180, because we've seen that GameStop and AMC have been caught at 180 before. So I guess my guess for Nathan Adams is 180 and 1 cent. 180.01. Let's go. Brad O'Connor says Michael Yang is a clown. Now you're throwing your friend under the bus? Aren't you guys insurance agents together? Come on. Oh man, but it would be amazing if GameStop can close above 180. Come on now. Oh, I saw my number, 180.01. Now if it actually closes at 180 flat, I'm gonna be so mad. But it's still gonna be good for the options. Now let's look at how many 180 options would be in the money here. $2 million. $2 million riding on this right now. $2 million riding on whether or not GameStop closes above 180. Come on, just one more second. Now we have real hot money on this. Real hot money on this. Come on. Come on. 6 more cents. Oh man, this is actually real close. 1 more minute until 180.01. Come on. Come on. Oh dude, if you close at 180, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, this is actually kind of crazy. Oh dude. Okay, here we go. Dude, the market is about to close in less than 30 seconds. Holy moly. Whew. 180? Is that flat? Please don't tell me. Is that really it?
It's already 1 cent.
No, I'm 1 cent off! No! Oh, I would have said I said 180 flat first! Oh my goodness. 180 flat. Holy moly. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. Well, so in that case, We have $2 million in the money right here. $2 million. Holy moly. So, 1 cent off. 1 cent off. That's insanity. Oh, crazy. Okay, fair enough. Well, the markets are now closed. I'm going to do my technical analysis now. That's crazy stuff right here. WeBull, of course, will likely be showing slightly different numbers than other brokers, so we could reconcile this. And if this number is wrong, whoa, we just saw a spike to 190 after hours. Yo, okay. Well, anyway, 180.01. That was my prediction. That was wrong by 1 cent. Oh, so close. So close. We're living in a simulation. Oof. Well, people are saying it's at 181 in a TD Ameritrade. Either way, it's still above 180, which means that we do have these tasty $2 million of call options in the money. So this is good. Fantastic. This is very, very nice. And now let me tell you how I expected 181. This has been one of the major levels of resistance here, so I expected it to not be able to close too far above 180 right there. The other half of it is that I expected GameStop to be able to have either the hedge funds push it directly underneath, which I didn't want to happen, so I didn't want to be bearishly bad to myself. I didn't want to make a bearish bet against the stock. At the same time, I had a feeling that there are long whales that wanted it to close above 180 so that all of those contracts are in the money. Brian Hansen says, I don't know what was more exciting, the options in the money or your bet being off by a penny, LOL, says Brian Hansen. Whew. Well, if you take Fidelity, then I'm off by a whole dollar. But still, a penny or a dollar. It's pretty close, you might say. You might say Andrew is pretty good. I just got lucky, guys. It's all good. Half of the day we were looking at a major gamma ramp all the way up to 250. This is the reason why, because we were expecting all the way up to 250 here at this call option of $2 million. We didn't expect some major shenanigans happening up here. And actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do this technical analysis right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this right here. Any plans for 100K subs? It's coming soon. Tyler Hilliard, that's a good question. I think I'm just going to talk about the Mortal Candle theory the whole time. For 4 hours, we're going to go on a hike together, and we're going to talk about the Mortal Candle theory. Oh, man. That was really close. Some people say lower, or this is the important part. Why can't brokers agree? We even snipped up a clip of that earlier, so that was something that was crazy. Vegas Chef Andrew says have 3 different closing prices. They're all asynchronous for now, and they'll all start to agree eventually, because there's only one closing price. Otherwise the entire world of the contracts would be freaking messed up here. Nathan Adams says, I'll donate next stream. My Google won't let me for some reason. Nathan, a whole grand? That would be the biggest super chat, I think, out of any of the hodlmen we've ever had. But thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. Benjamin Turcott says, SPY, last minute run up. Any thoughts? It could have been propped up by some of these wild runaway stocks. Ooh, I always miss out on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin now up 10% roughly. So it went down to $50,000 and now is up $4,000. Yeah, Bitcoin looking pretty good. Ignore all of that other stuff over there. I meant to say that it seems like it's setting itself up for a recovery play. However, it's still less money than we thought. Pedro Ramirez is coming in with those ducks. Hey, if you guys are coming in from Matt's stream, throw some ducks in the chat. We just had the wildest prediction between myself and a couple of people. Wonton Abe for being a cheeky B asterisk. I first predicted 180 flat. I thought that was going to be too coincidental, so I added a penny, and then I was a cent off at the final buzzer 2 minutes before. Insanity. Wow. We love to bet, though. We love to bet. Some of us are degenerate bettors. Some of us are just normal gamblers. But oh boy. Okay, I'm about to set up for this technical analysis. So those of you from Matt's chat, throw some ducks in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining. Okay. So, Spidizzler. with a shark and a gorilla. Thank you so much for that super right there. All right, so someone asked about the VWAP. The volumetric weighted average price is to give you a sense of the true price based on volume. So that's why when you see a stock such as GME trend underneath its VWAP all day, we can see that there's some non-volume driven price drops here. So that is commonly known as sneaky manipulation tactics here. But we're going to cover that all in just a second. Quack, quack. What's going on? Matt's Duck Gang. We're going to get started in just a second. The technical analysis coming on hot. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the day for Friday, March 26th, 2021, and we have some major updates on AMC and GME. Watch until the end. We are going to do this technical analysis because you probably are too ape and you don't want to, so I will do it for you. The main point of this is to show you exactly where AMC and GME were going and exactly how it did not get there. And if you guys appreciate this video, including the options chain that we're going to cover in just a second, drop a like in this video. Try to get it up to, let's say, 1,300. Let's try to get this video up to 1,300 likes, because I would really appreciate that. And for the live stream, let's try to get this video up to 2,300 likes. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys were following GME pre-market, we were watching it struggle between two main levels of resistance and support. Now, actually, I'm going a little too far. Okay, so right here is where it was struggling between 180 and 187. Now it has closed at 180 flat. We made a bet with a fellow Mo Monkey, and I was 1 penny off. I bet $180 as my closing prediction, but then I decided, you know, that's a little bit too far-fetched. I wanted to add a penny on there, and I wanted to tell you exactly why I was a penny off, because most importantly, I want to be able to show you that the market is not so much of an enigmatic beast as you might think. Right here, we see that this stock was trading just hovering right up below that resistance level. Usually when that happens, the MACD is going to start building up because that momentum is just begging to be let out of this resistance here. Now, if you guys have watched the show before, support and resistances are just price points that with a market as a macro beast have decided whether or not a stock is worth more than or less than. A resistance is a level that everyone kind of said, okay, I guess the stock isn't worth as much as this. This is usually preceded and followed by a run-up and then a rejection. The other side is a support, the price where everyone basically agrees, yeah, it can't be worth less than this price. So it usually is preceded by a dip and then a correction. That's the most important piece to understand about supports and resistances. Also understand that they can reverse. So support can become a resistance and vice versa. And that's important because, once again, it's begging the question, well, last week or maybe yesterday, we were trying to get past this price. Why can't we get past this price again if we were successful in last week or vice versa, right? So one of the first things that you'll notice is that breaking past 187, we were able to get to a high of 209 pre-market. Right, so GameStop was flying high in the pre-market. This was followed by a corrective wave here that dropped for a couple minutes or hours of consolidation, dropping it eventually up to the VWAP line. Now, the most important thing to understand about the volumetric weighted average price is that it gets wonky after hours because the volume is completely different with a completely different set of buyers and sellers. Right, you might not have access to after hours, but if you did get your 2 free stocks down below with the WeBull link, you would have access to the after hours right here. One of the other things that you'll note is that this stock had a head and shoulders pattern right here, drawing the exact same support twice. Quanta set, I will talk about your super in just a second. Hitting that support twice means that this is a bullish sign that people are willing to be able to drop down to the same support and then drop down to the same support again. This is actually supported 3 times. Now, at that point in time, we saw the continuation of a corrective wave right before market open, and that would have been exactly when I would have predicted the MACD was going to rise above the signal line. If you jumped on right as this dip lowered to 195, you would have started to ride it all the way up to a a final rise of 207. Yesterday, I mentioned that paper hands are likely going to be in the market open. So when they dipped down to two levels of support, 195 to 187, hitting a low of 185, that is when we started building this channel upward, right? This is a 1, 2, 3 part impulse wave hitting 219 and then dropping back down, not nearly as low as it started. So it's dropped down to $200 and was supported there. That was the channel that I built here in teal. You notice that this would be the most bullish opportunity to try and reach 250, because if we look over here at the options chain, we notice that 250 had $2 million of call options, and leading up to it, there were about 4.5 to 7 million calls from 200 to 250. That would have been the opportunity for us to start sliding up with delta hedging from the institutions, because likely these calls are not covered. They have not bought these prices because GameStop has not been at these prices for a couple of days. The most important piece of the puzzle here is that GameStop had an upwards channel, maybe not as bullish as the one that I drew, but it definitely had an opportunity there. Unfortunately, as it started to have this corrective wave, it could not stop falling through these support levels here. None of these support levels seem to have been able to keep GameStop aloft, and when it passed through the VWAP, that was when we noticed that the MACD here on the minute chart was basically riding in exact tandem to that signal line. So there we had 180 here. One of the most important things to note is that when we dropped down to 180 at 18, that support level ends up being the resistance level for the rest of the day. When we started trading above here, you would have known that there was going to be a little bit of turbulence on the way here. So one of the things that we are focusing upon is that OBV, and that allows us to have a good sense of whether or not the stock is trading based on volume, based on whether or not the volume reflects these changes in the prices. One of the first things that you'll notice is if this was based on volume here, we would have had a lot closer of the stock to the VWAP. The VWAP continues to elude the GameStop price, even stopping as far as saying that the exponential moving average ends up being the cap on the GameStop price here, right? We get over to 195, but nowhere near the VWAP, just a gut check of how much volume should move the price of the stock. If it trades underneath the VWAP all day, that is a sign that we are seeing likely some manipulation that is not volume driven. In that sense, we started this corrective wave over at 190 or so, and we saw a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 part corrective wave, dropping us down to our low of 163.26 for the day, and that allowed us to start oscillating between these two tightly knit resistance levels. Two resistance levels very close together allows us to consolidate faster and gives us the momentum that we need to be able to boost out, and at the same time that predicted was able to boost us out pretty quickly. That started us on this brand new track between 171 and 180, which leads me finally back to my prediction, right? At this point, when I saw that this was a potential impulse wave that stopped short, I knew that each subwave was less than $5. So right here, the subwave is from 172 to 177. So that $5 subwave, that was $5 subwave that ended up not pushing past 180. I knew then that we would need another impulse wave by the last 10 minutes to push above 180 because of this solid resistance level here. I knew that that was going to be hard, but I didn't want to bet against the 3 million here. There are at 180, 2 million, and 175, 3 million. So a total of $5 million worth of calls here at between 175 and 180. So right here, we wanted to bet in favor of GameStop pushing above 180. So I wanted to make sure that I was nuanced in my guess. 180.01 in homage to the day that AMC also closed above 801. And as of right now, WeBull, if it does asynchronously correct, we do have 3 different prices right now of the final closing price from TD Ameritrade, from eToro. But there it is, as we speak, closed at 181 instead. WeBull was showing 184 the longest time, and now it has finally corrected itself. So 181 means that all of these $5 million of calls end up in the money. Micah Yang is back here. I will cover Micah Yang in just a second. AMC, on the other hand, now there was this descending channel here of descending resistances, but also descending supports. That one of the main problems with this is that this was starting to end up showing us a bearish pennant. One of the easiest ways to see one of these bearish tenants is the exact same or roughly the same levels of support, but a descending level of resistance. Further and further, this is a bearish sign overall, and that did start to dip us lower to $10 as expected. Once it started oscillating between these two, it essentially ended up making a run for a close call at 1046. Now 1046 and 1037 are very, very close resistances to each other, which is why I mapped out these resistance and supports levels earlier, like a few weeks ago earlier, because AMC has yet to return to this level for a couple of, maybe a week and a half roughly. It was resisted at that level, dropped below its partner resistance here at 1036, and could not seem to rise above it for the rest of the day. And that is almost exactly where it ended, right here at this slightly lower level of resistance at 1032. It ended the day right here at 1024 and started to rebound, but could not sustain that rebound all the way into after hours. For Monday, I would imagine that it is ultimately going to depend largely on the options chain here, right? Because we are still crossing our fingers for the gamma squeeze leading us up to the mixed squeeze, the margin call squeeze, and then finally the mother of all short squeezes, which we are still crossing our fingers for. And the main point of this option call here is to try and get these $250 calls in the money. So I would imagine that in the beginning of Monday's market, we're going to see a major sell-off on GME's side. In the aftermarket, we saw that there was a momentary brief bullish push all the way up to 190 for a brief second. Either that or that was a WeBull glitch. So one of the most important things to recognize is that 187 and 195 are the two resistance levels that GameStop would have to push past in the after hours or the pre-market on Monday. If more news comes out about the NSCC 801 rule, that might be the catalyst that we need, and that's the one that we've been talking about as the mother of all short squeeze catalysts. If 801 gets implemented sometime next week, that is going to push GameStop over the $250 gamma ramp here, and over the weekend I'm imagining that people are going to start contemplating heavily about extra even greater near in the money or far out of the money gamma ramps. The further that we can start building this ramp between 215 to 250, the easier that process is going to go for the rest of the week. Let's look at AMC briefly. Okay, for AMC, we are looking at $15, kind of representing the $250 gamma wall here. So there is a ramp up to $15, but nothing supporting it between $10 and $15. If AMC wants to be able to push past these two levels of resistance to be above 1050, then it needs to push past this $4 million call, so a ramp to be able to push to the less than $1 million worth of calls over at $11. If it does get there by Monday, then we should be able to see more optimism here and leading up to $15. I would firmly place, if this gamma ramp starts to get scaffolded and built out, both of these stocks near the near that range, $15 midweek for AMC, and for GME I'm looking at $250 midweek. That is all to say, if the the hedge funds aren't pulling out the final tricks, which if you guys haven't seen those videos yet about hedge fund last tricks, you should go check that out as well. Finally, I would like to say thank you for making yourself available to be educated, right? To put out no stops at learning the financial techniques that necessary to be able to interpret what happened to these two exemplary stocks right here, right? These are examples of what you should be looking at when you go through the technical analyses yourself. Once more, with feeling, thank you guys for hitting that subscribe button, getting us up to 75,000 perhaps over this weekend, and we will see you at the 100K subscriber special. Drop some comments down below if you have an idea of what that should be. We're still taking thoughts, and hope you guys come tomorrow because we are going to have a celebrity join the show. It's going to be really exciting, and she is going to talk about what it's like to be in the White House, talking about exactly what kind of work she did in the cabinet, and finally being able to give us a sense of what the SEC is going to endeavor to try and change the course of the hedge funds being able to do whatever they want, essentially. Thank you to the Moon Platoon, the Meatball, the Space Legend tier, and the Gorillionaire tier. I'm finally going to update this later on this weekend, so if you guys don't see your name on there quite yet, it's because you didn't press the join button next to the subscribe button or the Patreon link in the description quite yet, or I just haven't updated this list quite yet, so we will see you in the money shortly. Have a good weekend. Okay, so I couldn't get to all of your supers, so 1 second. WeBull did finally update to 181. What is my opinion on shroom psychedelic stocks? I have no opinions. I didn't even know that those exist because I thought shrooms were not legal all across the United States. Okay. Micah Yang says, Brad is capping ISTG. I'll swipe my dad's Visa like it's Tinder. Oh God. Also, Asian lives matter. Thank you, Micah. I can't tell what you're spamming about anymore. Okay, I think that's it. I think I got everything. Let's see. Hey, Andrew, how long do the hedge funds have to cover their shorts? If they're FTDs, then they're 6 days, which is why we saw that rise in price earlier today. Because the last time they did this was on the 18th, right before Quadruple Witching Day. That's the 6 days that they need to be able to cover, so leading up to today. Let's see. Always Learning says banana nut, fudge black, walnut, burgundy cherry. Okay, I think we need to just hide you. Excuse. MMEDF for psychedelic. Okay, well, you did ask, so let's check it out. MMEDF. We're not quite done for the day, but it seems like people are starting to close up shop for some reason. You guys not feeling positive? There, come on. Smash that like button and I will open up some of the Glenfiddich. Oh, so good. I drink this coffee from a Baymax mug. How about that shot, says Chris Rakes. Yes, you just read my mind. Compa, you want some? Some Glenfiddich? Yeah. Okay. How do I set my MA? Oh, that's easy. You can do it. There's a whole video about how to set your indicators, but you can do go to indicators and then edit indicators, and then you can edit your indicators. But as of right now, they're on a different page. So which page is it on? It's over here. I don't know why it's all the way over there, but there we go. Now you can update your indicators there. Hector, the roommate, is here. You want to be on camera, or do you want to just be a disembodied hand?
Oh, sure, I can be on camera.
We have Inderveer Nat says, Andrew, I will buy you some Crown with my AMC tendies. Ooh, Crown Royale. Nice. Did Andrew see GME at 181? Yes, I did. So that is the closing price. It was down a 1.5% on the day, but that's actually not so bad. Okay, here you go. I poured mine in the Baymax mug.
Oh, perfect.
All right, well, bottoms up, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers. Happy Friday.
Oh, that's good.
Good stuff.
Not in the same mug as coffee. Well, I didn't realize I was going to get a mug. Oh. Oh, man.
Wife's boyfriend.
This is my wife's boyfriend. I can tell by the huge water this morning, someone hit the whiskey a little too hard yesterday. I always have a huge water. This is everything.
Is that water or
it's
vodka?
It was water to begin with. I'm going to spread it a little bit further so I can see Hector a little clearer. This is my best friend and roommate, Hector. Boom. We're here still talking about stocks because the party doesn't stop just because it's Friday night and you guys have somewhere to be, right? We're not quite done, so we do want to be able to take a couple of ticker suggestions and a couple of questions about you guys.
Cheers, guys.
I love the background guy always has enthusiastic yes when offered a shot. Yes, there we go. Ricky John says the 100K sub special should be how to do your own DD tutorial. Honestly, we've done that before. Like, we've asked people how to do their DD. Really hard to get your attention other than like the sensational like topics like, oh yeah, this is hedge funds, you know, doing X, Y, and Z illegal thing, which they are. So that's the most important part.
Thanks, Chloe.
Hector's a cutie. Let's see. The Real Gig says, big shout out to Kenny and Jamie. P.S. Alban looks like an alien. Thanks, Andrew. Greets Taha. What's up, Real Gig? Big shout out to Kenny and Jamie. If you're listening right now, Taha is a cool person. John McLovin says, do you ever have trouble logging into WeBull on a PC? No, I never do, but perhaps it's because I use Mac. Let's see. So proud of your marriage. Congratulations. No, he's not my husband. He is my wife's boyfriend.
There we go.
There's nothing happening between the two of us.
Nope.
Am I in Chicago or in San Francisco? No, this is Silicon Valley. Haven't been to Chicago basically since graduation. Okay. Hey, other guy. They're being overly nice to you, which is interesting because when I'm on other people's streams, they're not nice to me at all. Let's see.
Nope.
Hector, you are in
homo.
You are in AMC and GME, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, so Hector is in as well. True gorilla here. Let's see. Just don't lock arms because they just tase the first person, the last person together, and then we're all baked. What does that mean? Purple hat Vikings fan. I'm wondering what your hat is all about. What's your hat? You can turn it the other way around.
It's Blue Devils hat.
Blue Devils. Duke University.
Go Blue Devils.
How long have you two been married? Once again, not married.
Not married.
This is my wife's boyfriend. But in all seriousness, this is my best friend and roommate, Hector. Where's the Hector merch? We should have some Hector merch. I agree.
Sure.
If you guys have fan art of Hector, please don't include me in that fan art unless we're just unless we're bumping fists.
There we go. Yeah,
that's the only thing we want. Don't include me in the fan art. I'm requesting right now. He's officially what the Hector? You're WTH. What the Hector? IPOE. Okay, so now we actually have a ticker symbol. So let's look at this. Do you know how to do technical analysis?
Oh, me?
No. So let us take a quick.
You're the data scientist.
We'll take a quick peeky weeky here. Let's do it on the hourly. So one of the first things to note is that. Oh wow. Okay. So usually I have no time to look at news during the day, so I want to focus up a little bit on news. Nathan Adams, thank you so much. Nathan Adams, $1. What happened to the $1,000, Nathan? Just joking. 10K social capital, 5 things to know about SoFi as it goes public. Ooh, SoFi's going public? Huh? SoFi acquiring a bank is important for investors. Wait, what is this? Oh, IPOE is... Oh, social finance? IPOE is SoFi? No, this is a SPAC, right? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, if you guys didn't know, we also have a manager of a ETF coming soon, a gig economy ETF, and he is going to be talking about that. It's pretty exciting. Reese Beats says, I want to hear from Goldstein. I do too. But I did neither confirm nor deny that Goldstein was coming tomorrow. Cody Rossi says, using your big brains, who's going to win March Madness? Oh, you can speak to that.
Well, actually, I'm number 1 in the March Madness bracket in my
So
office.
Hector plays March Madness. He's currently number 1. And who are you betting
I
on?
bet everything on Gonzaga.
Okay, so you heard it here. You can't take financial advice from me, but you can certainly take March Madness advice from Hector.
Sure.
Oh man, Big Orange Machine. Don't get attached to a number and color. We dropped a small percentage. This is our generation's Woodstock. So much fun hanging out with all the apes. Seriously, this is our virtual reality Woodstock. I'm having a ton of fun here.
Yes, I am Mexican.
People really ask you.
Yeah, Viva Mexico.
Viva Mexico. Here we go. Oh man, people are really asking for ICUP again. This is what got one person riled up so much. You know what? It's about time to read some funny comments. Because there's almost no time for me to actually look through the Instagram, the heartfelt Instagram messages. So first of all, what I'm going to do first is go through Discord. Let me just show my face real quick. I'm going to go through Discord because there is now a Meatball Army part of the Discord where you guys can show off your dogs. And every animal is a dog for me, as you guys know. So here, and then welcome. Oh, that's the special Gorillionaire tier that you guys would have to become a Gorillionaire for on either by pressing the join button or on the Patreon over there. But here's the Meatball Army tier. Here's the Meatball Army. So we have, let's go from the very beginning for people who actually. So this is Gosu's dog Luna. Ben says, "LOL, you actually cool as hell, bro." Oh, thanks. So he was talking about Hector, though.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, bro.
I think you're cool as hell.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Here, you pour this time.
Oh.
Okay, so
Perfect.
Captain K-Man says, can you explain the effect of 5,180,000 in the money calls? It means that if they... So this is what it means. It means that these shares do have to be bought now, right? If they haven't delta hedged, if they were naked all the way up to now, they have to be bought. So that's a lot of buying power for us to be able to...
Cheers.
Take care of all of $5 million worth of buying power, right? We only see 5 million. Sorry, let's look at GameStop. We see 40 million worth of volume here, right? If that was all buying, of course it's not. So it's buying and selling. But if that was all buying, that's 37 million times, $180. Right now, we are seeing 5 million extra dollars that are specifically reserved if they had the capital to. I just realized my light wasn't on this whole time. If they had the capital, they would exercise all of those shares, which is $5 million extra. Yeah, I haven't done IPOE yet. One sec. IPOE is on deck. So this is Luna reporting for duty. If you guys want your dogs to be shown off here, you have Kona, Jameson, Whiskey. You have Kahlua, Gato, Malibu. These are all really good names. I like Rich Bulldog's dogs here. I'm going to reply and say, I love how these dogs are all named after drinks. So I think this one just happened. Jay West, look at this dog, Bagel.
Gracias, Miguel. Viva las Chivas.
Nice.
Gracias por el super.
And then My Goose, right? So we have 1 year, 1 month old. Oh, this is Gub1. Gub1, you won the random one-on-one a while ago, so you should come claim it. This is a kangaroo, I guess. Not a dead cat. Boom. Chase and Carson, right? And this is Wasso. We have 2.5-year-old Dante. So once again, there are a lot of ways to interact with the community, and if you guys wanted to, an easy way to do that is to go into the Discord, which the link is right down below, and come talk to us.
Salud! That's what the Seguro Social wants, Social Security.
Okay, Audrey, Vader Ginsburg, and Declan. Good names. I love Vader Ginsburg, actually. This is really good. Vader Ginsburg. We have some people watching the stream, sending our dogs. So this is 46 and 2. Toby is joining the Meatball Army here, and the Gato Chero from Neo. And Neo has a GIF as a profile picture. That's very cool. I had no idea. I'm also going to now go through the Ask Me Anything part of the Discord because I haven't for a while. I'm going to try to do this every Friday. So this is going to be a brand new, like, a brand new habit for me. Let's see. Check FINRA short interest. It shouldn't have changed since Friday, I don't think. So it was about 52. It was 50, and now it's 40 something, which is still very high. Oh, thank you, Nethys, for joining the Mo Monkey tier of the Moon Platoon. I appreciate it once again, guys. Usually we are very serious about our technical analysis, but right now we're just hanging out, drinking some drink.
And IPA is my favorite beer.
IPA is his favorite beer. Thank you for keeping your eye on the chat. Lee Dorr, on your next stream, can you explain what XRT rebalancing is? I did, and then that video became obsolete because so what I'll do is I'm going to release that video to the members, and if you guys wanted a link to it, I guess I'll just send it to you. But XRT rebalancing was obsolete by the time I was talking about it already. Let's see.
Yeah, that's me.
Comfy Arm.
I'm Hector.
Heard Ralph Castaneda loves Professor Meatball. Ooh, cool breeze here. So Bruiser needs help. Aww, Bruiser. And then anybody need a free card from WeBull? Please have one on me. What is a WeBull card? Okay. People really using the Discord right now, which is good. Joe has a amazing video tutorial from a veteran broker. Okay, so I guess I don't have any other things to catch up on. So there we go. Ooh, people are really sending their dogs now. So this is Ali, and then Neo says it's a nitro perk. If you want, I could boost the server. Please. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds like it costs money, so I appreciate that. We have Scooby. Aw, Scooby here. Solo. Here's Zezus. Hey Johnny. Oh, hey Johnny is in the chat. What's going on here, guys? And Scrappy with his crappy teeth here. Perfect.
Yeah, we already had our kombucha today.
All right, so let me catch up on Finance Random. So it seems like there isn't much to figure out here. Not a ton. Yeah, not a ton. So now I'm caught up on there. What's Fiverr and Freelance? I made these channels too, and I'm not 100% sure what I made these for. I think I might just delete this channel because this channel is a little confusing. Yeah, I'm gonna delete this channel because I'm not sure what this channel is about. Then we have one about passive income. Now that one's nice. Okay. Film and VFX. This one clearly doesn't have anything, so I'm gonna delete this one as well. Okay, not a ton of finance channels now, but I guess we could just keep it tight to like DD. Let's call it DD here. So if you guys have any DD, posted there. Okay, so that was that. Any other dogs here? Oh, that's so cute. So Oyama, we have your husky here. Oh man. Okay, finally let's go to the IPOE here. Oh, is that like a Monopoly thing? Whoops. Here we go. Okay, so now it's time to go through all of the Instagram requests. Dear Lord, so many.
Wow.
That's so good.
Nice.
What picture of this is
Yeah, that's really good.
Where did they get this picture of me? Did they draw me? That's really good. Wow. Okay, dope.
All GNS.
That's really nice. The 4 Hodelman. Stay classy, YouTube. That's so good. So good using that for next thumbnail. Okay, so thank you, E. Jean. She's been making good art, like fantastic art. Let's see, Donnelly Lanning. Okay, I'm gonna accept your requests here. Should I tell me about Lyft? I don't think I can tell you much about Lyft here. Both of you main, come on. Did I already thank Nethys for joining the Mo Monkey tier? I don't think so. Hey, Nethys, thank you for so much for joining the Mo Monkey tier. Hey, Andrew, what chart indicators are you using? I have a whole video talking about the chart indicators, so that is something there for you to peruse. I watch you when my dog watches Meatball. Aww. Thank you. Blake Gray EV for saying that. Okay, I'm just start saying like showed your dog on live stream. This is just powering through right now. What indicators do I use the most? So I'll just check out the WeBull video for that on my channel. Are you two in the same room? This is not virtual reality.
Yeah, we're in the same room. I work for a fan company here in the Bay Area. Actually, I have a meeting in 20 minutes-ish.
Okay, so that's how much time we have here. J. Evola says, how do I get in your Discord? It's the link down in the description below. That's the best way to do it. So AMC and Dark Pools here. Ooh, he runs a BI and A team for an FI. I know you've covered the brokers blocking from buying again, but what are the thoughts on the brokers blocking and retail investors not good? Oh, this is from March 3rd. So like, sorry for the delay. And then no response. So I guess I'm just sorry in general. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we're doing cats now? Here's Luna. Showed your Luna on live stream. Okay. Please let me know when will be a convenient time to call so we can discuss this. Wait, hold on. Anyways, please let me know if you have requirements for clothing. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I have no idea what this is about. So I guess I am going to send him my Calendly link, which none of you can look at. Let's talk. Can't find you on YouTube stream? Oh. Dope memes I thought you'd enjoy. Aw, thank you. I do enjoy them. There you go. And once again, IPOE is on deck, but I do need to go through a bunch of my Instagram messages. I'm just weeks behind, honestly. Is this my mom? Yes, I've finally revealed my mom. This is my mom here.
Guilty as charged.
Yes.
You also got GN US, I think, on the list.
Okay, they said look at my chat. What have people said so far? Odell Lewis says, I appreciate the wisdom and knowledge and enjoy this journey so far. Hector, nice to meet another fellow gorilla. Already know you're good people because good people love to absorb good people. Cheers. Hector is the goodest person I know. This is not even an exaggeration. He really is. Okay, so Mark Cuban.
I do not have a YouTube channel.
Although he should.
No.
So let's see. Can you send me the FINRA link for the dark pool you were talking about on the vid? Couldn't find the link. Check the description. Latrell says, what is this? Oh, I don't want to, what is this? 44 shares, limit price, to the moon. Okay, so you just bought, that's sweet. Big heart for that. Ooh. Hello from Alaska. I found your YouTube channel a few weeks ago. I'm a father of 3 amazing children. Oh, that's really cool. Love, much love. Much love. Thanks for sharing. If you guys didn't know, we have a PO box now, so that's in the description down below.
Yes, ooh. I do invest, Freddy.
She says hold. Oh, showed your dog on live stream. Oops, hold on. Showed.
That's
your
right.
Dog on
Diamond Ape.
live stream. 16. It's March 16th. I'm a little late to show your dog, honestly. Fox Business. GameStop board on the verge of mass departures. Yes, we saw that. Hey, Andrew. My name is Anthony. Do you know how long partial transfers take out of Robinhood to WeBull? Not sure. Not sure. Thanks for the question.
Am I hiding my ankles?
You hiding your ankles? What's going on here? Chat, don't bully Hector. Trey is
Do I
not
need to show my ankles?
Trey is not a sellout, Mr. Legot. Trey is awesome. This is my pup named Nala. This is my baby girl, love her to death. Aw, showed your Nala on live stream. Cute. Alright guys, so we have been here for a sec, but we have 29 more subs until 73,000. Let's try to get there. Ooh, thank you, Nethys, for the super. Big fan. Thanks for the videos, information. I put you up while I work. If I may shamefully plug my Twitch, heck yeah. I wanted to ask first. If not, I understand you enjoying hanging out with you apes. 151 holding. Nethys, plug your Twitch. Go down in the description and plug your Twitch right now. Let's see. Funny meme. Hey, Johnny. Oh, it's Hey, Johnny. What's up? Showed your Zeus and Tiger. Thank you, Hey Johnny. And then we have Philly Films. Ooh, cool. Do something. I do like Philly Films. Ooh, okay. Someone with a Donald Trump profile picture. Next week.
Next week.
Rocket. Next week, Rocket. Boom. Okay, let's see. Can't, jeez, I think I have so many more. Loki. Oh my god. Showed your
Let me see if I can adjust my chair.
They don't want to see your
There,
ankles?
is that better?
Don't show them your ankles. 30 more subs. Let's see. Trey was on the other day and said an imposter said he sold out of his position, but the real Trey clarified that they're trying to scare people. Correct. These aren't errands. These are I'm talking to you guys right now, so I'm actually finally responding to a bunch of your requests. Little dorky little buddy, Brad O'Connor. I know you are in the chat a good amount. So what's going on? This one is just spam, so I'm going to delete this one. Let's see. Hello, Meatball from Preston and Charlie. Showed your dogs on live stream. Preston and Charlie, so cute. My boy Buzz. This is a pig. Showed your dog on live stream. Okay, that's a pig. Let me see. Hector, ¿qué piensan los dos de GNUs?
GNUS, yeah. Well, what do we think?
I don't know.
We'll get back to you on that one.
New RC tweet. Oh, this is Mighty Brows. What's going on? Hey, need to add you to the Discord mod group. Join whenever. Okay, Mighty Brows. Magnus Tofte. Oh, hey, it's Magnus Tofte. Hey, I love your comments in live stream. Hey, this is Hello MD. Hey. Oliver Beckle. So I did promise that one of you is going to come on the show at 69,420. I haven't picked that person yet, so that's going to happen this weekend. So as a reminder, there's a crazy amount of stuff happening this weekend. We're not only going to talk about the celebrity politician and political advisor. We're also going to talk to Antioch, who wrote the 2 Ape Don't Read an article. And then we're going to talk to you guys. One of you is going to come on the show on Sunday. So get prepared. GME to the moon or what? Yeah, GME to the moon. What do you think this show is all about? No, it's about passive income. It's about passive income, financial freedom, and more. Ryan McKegg, can you explain a AMC share audit? Will it actually happen and how? Do you mean the recount? Thank you for all you do. They did mention that a while ago, and I haven't heard anything about it so far. But if that was the case, they would have revealed all of the synthetic shorts. So that was what we were hoping on, and just not sure if that happened yet. Don't send pictures. Don't send Andrew pictures of your hogs. I mean, hogs and dogs, they're both okay. But as long as they're dogs or hogs, nothing else. Hector shows ankles at 3K likes. Yes, at 3,000
sure,
likes.
why not?
Hector is going to show their ankles.
But we have 10 minutes. I need to go to my meeting in 10 minutes.
Exactly. You're going to need 10 minutes. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to show his ankles. So you better smash that like button. Cool. Love the show. Thanks. Says Chalner. And then this is some options here. Whoa. I'm a 35-year-old lady ape. Okay. Thanks for sharing. Positivity rules. There we go. I will go back and read more of these messages. I'm just trying to get through as many as possible. Aw, here's my doggo. Showed your dog on live stream. Look at that cute doggo. Ooh, alcohol. I'll send you a bomb of rum and tequila and hand sanitizer to you soon. Just do us a favor and shout us out when you get a chance. So, shouted you guys out on live stream. Thanks so much. So, guys, go check out Zama Y Labs. I'm going to include their Instagram in the description for just being really cool. Zama Y Labs. Only 10 followers? What? They sell hand sanitizer and tequila. What else? How else can you do it? Whoa. Whoa. Hand sanitizer and tequila. That's a winning combination right there. Let's go check this out. Check them out. Plug you in the description as well. Young Listen says, hey Andrew, keep up the great work, my guy. You and Trey are truly inspiring. It goes a long way, further than you are probably even able to comprehend. I don't even think I can comprehend it. Oh man, I literally don't think I can comprehend. Ooh, uh-oh. Okay. You guys gonna do a 4 Haldeman of the Apocalypse this weekend? I can definitely check in with the guys. They're such busy guys. I mean, Max runs an entire business. So, yeah. Information from a content creator of color. Mad Appreciation. Filth Wizard glitch. Can you take a look at Alp? I remember there was a time where someone sent me a picture of a dog and it had a dong just photoshopped in the side, and that made me so mad. I never trusted another picture of a dog ever again. Like, that was ridiculous. Ryan McKegg says, share recount seems very important as I heard that this always causes a squeeze but may happen in May. Can you DD and get back to us? Oh yeah, no, we talked about this. Right before the shareholder meeting in June. This likely might happen in May. Yeah, we will make a whole video about that soon. Oh, shoot. DTCC updated rule. Nice. And some very cool DD on Twitter about different hedge fund tactics. Carlos Trades. Hey, covered that. Covered it, finally. Okay, Andrew Kropf. I've seen you in the super chats. Thank you. All right, we have 5 minutes more. We're gonna try to do 20 more messages, which is still, once again, really hard to get through them all.
Both, Javier. Both.
King is like, a dong? What the crap, dude? Seriously, they had a picture of a dog, and then just in the corner of the picture there was a dong. It was amazing. They photoshopped it in somehow. They had it ready somehow. What are the chances of GameStop buying Steam to take the majority of the market? Low. It was higher chance that they were gonna take over like Super League Gaming, and the chance that they were gonna. What is happening? Why are you guys piling on? So we got Bat Universe here, currently watching your stream. Nice. What's up, Bat Universe? Let's see, 50K art. Oh, you got me in trouble. I'm watching you now. I'm being real careful of you now. Eminem rap. Sweet. Cool. Misty the Lime Rainer. Aww. Showed Misty on live stream. Although I'm sure you're watching right now, Spencer, so you could see it right here. Can you check out matrix.v on tomorrow's live stream? Whoops. That message doesn't make sense. Unsend. Tomorrow. This is my Buzz. Okay, I'm getting worried about what Buzz looks like. So 1 sec. Aw, that is good. That's a good dog right there. Showed Buzz on live stream. Okay, Buzz. Doggo pic. This better be a doggo pic. I'm watching you guys now. It's a picture of me in the background. Very
What?
cool.
What?
That dog's watching me
Oh, nice.
in the background. Very cool. Uh-oh. Hey, Daddy. Okay. AMC is as easily as hodling. XD. While live. Screenshot of not live while live. Yes, this is true. This is the major reversal. Ask a data scientist. While not live while... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it doesn't show me as live. Conspiracy.
Something.
This is dog. Showed cat on live stream. Oh man, no live stream today. Oh hey, never mind. Just missed it. My message still remains. Thanks for everything. A lot of hate going around. I hope you aren't receiving any of it. Love your channel. Much love of what you're doing. I haven't seen that much hate for the channel, so luckily blessed for that. So appreciate it tons. Seriously, I really do appreciate messages like this. There's not a ton I can say back. That's the reason why you might feel like, oh, he's just like giving a big thumbs up. But like without these messages, it does pile up. So I really do appreciate when you guys just come in and say, hey, thank you. Andrew, can you check out Urch for a Brew, Bart? Thanks for in advance. John Dillon, is that troll or is that real? Ooh. Highlight the use of psychological warfare today in your live stream. Oh yeah. Saw that article. I did. I saw that psychological warfare article. What's your opinion on a Robinhood IPO? Short them to hell. No, I'm just joking. I can't give financial advice. Let's see. For both of our safety, if you want to discuss it, please invite me to a Zoom link or a public Discord so we can speak about, so no one is being suspect. Interesting. What do I do with this? Will add you to list of guests to add for future guest DD session. It's planning a session with a bunch of like people with their guest DD. So that's what's happening here. Yes, I did some digging around the internet and was able to find info and data regarding OTC trading. Have a little bit of DD about it. Okay, let me look at it. Checking now. Found something interesting, but I'm sure you have seen it. Just confirming data found through the dark pool.
Yes, I play D&D.
Yes, we do play D&D. Barbecue coffee. Yeah, what was that coffee this morning? That coffee tasted real smoky.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Okay.
So the coffee pot didn't have water at the beginning, so that was my bad.
Okay, well, it tasted like meat, so that was kind of exciting.
Okay. Not happening again. No, I'm not. I have my own chair. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so this is the only AMC video that you need to see. Trey minutes on ahead of me on this topic. Oh, and then, love the show, man. Been watching for a while. Just wanted to shoot a photo of my lab pup, Pepper. She's stupid cute. So true.
Oh, gotta run.
Okay.
How many likes?
We don't have 3,000, so we're not going to show
All
any.
right, next
goals.
time then.
We also have 23 subscribers away from 73,000, so I appreciate the attempt. That was good. We just went through like 60 messages, and that got through like 3 days worth of messages. I have a whole month's worth of messages later, and that took about 20 minutes. So thank you, Hector, for showing up.
Gotta bounce, guys. See you soon.
See you soon. And Grape Ape says, had ankle surgery, stuck in bed for a month. Thanks for streaming and helping me get through this. AMC, GME, and VXRT to the moon, Grape Ape. I agree. So once again, if you guys enjoyed that content, just a little bit of real content for you guys here, catching up on stuff that I really need to catch up on, I'm going to try and push through a couple more of this Instagram content here. But as a reminder, there are many ways to reach out to your fellow Andrew Mo Money member here. If you guys are excited for tomorrow, we are once again seeing some interesting, cool people that have worked in government before. So we are going to have her show up and tell us a little bit about her a wild array of expertise. She's also a PhD, so she is going to have just a lot of international policy and economic expertise. So we're going to have her on the show. We're also going to have the manager of an ETF come on and talk about that ETF. We are also going to have Antioch, the person who wrote the 2Ape Did Not Read DD that we reached out to him on Reddit. Very, very cool opportunities to reach out. If you know someone who wants to come on the show, then do send an email to andrewmobusiness@gmail.com. Once again, if you are a Mo Money fan, we are going to pick one of you that messaged me on Instagram between 69,000 and 69,420. So all 400 people that subscribe between that range, message me on Instagram, and we will randomly pick one of you to come on the show. So once again, thank these people for all they do. Thank you, the Moon Platoon. Thank you, the Meatball Space Legend. Thank you, the Gorillionaire. And thank you, those of you watching right now, right? This wasn't about stocks for that last like half hour, but I really do appreciate you guys staying on and checking out the natural life of Andrew Mo Money and what I do on a Friday afternoon, which is just respond to endless numbers of Instagram messages. But I do appreciate you guys, and I want to say see you tomorrow and see you on the moon. See you in space, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a nice Friday. Peace.